actually invited a student guest over. So she's an 18-year-old senior high school student currently in the humanities and social sciences strand. So she loves to read all kinds of books, watch great films, and write creatively. So very, very creative ang ating guest for today. So let's welcome Miss Francine Juan. So hi, Francine.
Hi, everyone. Glad to be here.
Actually, Francine, we have someone that would really be able to answer any question that you have during this episode. So would you like to say hi to Miss Rita here on screen?
Hi,
Hi, Miss Rita.
Francine. Nice to
Honored to
meet
be here with
you.
you. Nice to meet you too.
Ayan. So we have a jam-packed screen here right now. We have one expert and one very beautiful writer right here. And of course, Francine, a quick question, and I'd like for you to share with us your newfound interest.
Right. So, my newfound interest is creative writing. I love stories, love storytelling. Like what Tony mentioned a while ago, I'm obsessed with reading books and watching movies, and I want to be able to produce that kind of creative output as well. It's a passion of mine and, just a hobby that I do.
We'd like to talk to Miss Rita because I believe she actually has. You actually have a question for Miss Rita regarding melting your passion and your future plans together. Right, Francine?
Yes. Yeah. So Miss Rita, of course, like creative writing, it's such a broad passion. And to get into it, I want to ask, how can I expand my network to learn from the professionals of this industry?
Well, as I said earlier, you're really lucky, and you already might be doing some of the advice that I'll be giving you. But first is to keep sharing your work and to keep getting feedback. I think that's one mark of an empowered learner. Getting feedback from others, other writers, but even non-writers, right? Because they'll be your audience. So I know that there are a lot of um, sites right now where you can already be published. I don't know, is Wattpad still one of the sites where I don't know, I might already
Yes, it's
be,
still around po, Miss Rita.
but I don't know. So there might be some other more current things. And I know you get feedback even from professional writers there on that platform, right? So that's one way. But Education PH, I guess, is a good way to get in touch with others, but also just work first with the online and face-to-face communities in your own circle, in your own locus of control, and try to find ways to share your writing with them. The other thing is start something. Start your own community. How about that, Francine? Yeah, and then you can invite even not only creative writing, but maybe science writers who can talk about
Mm.
science in layman's terms, and then eventually you can do the law, talking about legal issues in layman's terms. I'm sure you can start one, Francine.
Back. But I think you have one more question for Miss Rita, right?
Yes, I do. And it's actually in a way creative because you gave me so much options about how to explore my passion. So I want to ask also, in what ways can I consider multiple career paths and eventually narrow it down to what suits me? Because like what I said before, I'm aspiring for law, but of course, like I think the writing is a skill that can help me in so many different things. So, what would you say about that?
I guess first is about the writing. Don't dismiss it as just a hobby. But my other advice is pursue them all, and then as you dabble in the different things you're interested in, be reflective always, and then try to keep track of what gives you great joy. At the same time, what makes use of your talents and what can be of service. I know you know that they've probably done that thing to you in school, that ikigai, those circles.
Uh,
But what gives you great joy, what makes use of your talents, and what can be of service, right? So you have to keep reflecting, but pursue them all, Francine. You might find an intersection, an innovative intersection of many of your interests.
thank you so much for that Francine. And I'd like to ask, as a way to close this little live workshop that we had, what's your key takeaway from everything and all of the pieces of advice that Miss Rita gave you?
Well, my key takeaway is just like to sum up everything that's been discussed is to explore your options or to explore everything available to you when it comes to discovering how to make the most out of your passion. Like what Miss Rita said and what you said, Tony, that there's so many different opportunities to, better my skills as a writer and also see how where these opportunities will take me, like even starting something, getting my work published. These are all super helpful, so thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Francine, for joining us in this live workshop. It's really refreshing to hear the insight of a
Yes.
teenager. Ang tanda na eh, feeling ang tanda. So thank you so much for your fresh insight, Francine. I'm glad to witness a live workshop with the expert and a student exchange and seeing the dynamics here. We're really open to multiple possibilities to take control and have an empowered learning. So thank you, Francine. We hope to see you in the paper someday for good
Yes.
things, hopefully by the byline,
Yeah,
not the main
fingers
topic
crossed.
of a newspaper. Thank you so much, Francine. I will see you again next time, hopefully.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.